Maybe it's to teach me a lesson. Okay, I'm speaking out of Proverbs 15, 1-3. Before I get started, I want to tell a story. On Friday, one of the kids, Papa, as a matter of fact, Angelo Jr., found a cell phone at the bus stop. And I called the number on the phone, the last missed call, and I told her I'd meet her at the gas station. And come to find out, it was her daughter's phone. She'd ran away from home the night before, stole money from her mom and her grandmother. And they'd been looking for her all night. So at least I was able to give her an idea of where the daughter had been. And now she has a phone to be able to go through to find her daughter, contacts, whatever. After she leaves, the woman next to me says, "What'd she lose, her dog?" I said, "No, her daughter." And she's like, "Oh." So we got into a conversation about how parents these days make it seem so harsh for kids to talk to them, so very hard. And that the children are getting younger and younger, and they think it's okay to run away. It's not okay to run away. As harsh as parents may be, it's not harshness all the time. Sometimes it's just because we love you and we want to protect you. So just keep that in mind as I start this. And please pray for her to come find her way home and the mom to find her daughter.
Amen.
Proverbs 15, a gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. The tongue of the wise commends knowledge, but the mouth of a fool gushes foully. The eyes of the Lord are everywhere, keeping watch on the wicked and the good. I have a poem here. It's called "Children Learn What They Live" by Dorothy Lawford. If children live with criticism, they learn to condemn. If children live with hostility, they learn to fight. If children live with fear, they learn to be apprehensive. If children live with pity, they learn to feel sorry for themselves. If children live with ridicule, they learn to feel shy. If children live with jealousy, they learn to feel envy. If children live with shame, they learn to feel guilty. If children live with encouragement, they learn confidence. If children live with tolerance, they learn patience. If children live with praise, they learn appreciation. If children live with acceptance, they learn to love. If children live with approval, they learn to like themselves. If children live with recognition, they learn it is good to have a goal. If children live with sharing, they learn generosity. If children live with honesty, they learn truthfulness. If children live with fairness, they learn justice. If children live with kindness and consideration, they learn respect. If children live with security, they learn to have faith in themselves and those around them. If children live with friendliness, they learn the world is a nice place in which to live. Okay, so I'm going to break it down a little bit. Proverbs 15:1. A gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. So I looked up gentle. Gentle is generous, kind, easily handled, tame, patient, not violent, harsh or rough. So then I looked up harsh. Unpleasantly sharp or rough. Glaring, too strong to taste, bitter, crude, abrupt, or strained as to be offensive to the mind or feelings. Harshness can be anything. It can be a glare, a look. It can be your attitude. It can be your body language. What you say, how you say it, and the words that you use to express it. When you respond gently or kind, it will turn away hurt and anger. But if you respond with harshness, it will cause anger and hurt to build up in the person that you were speaking with.
Amen.
There have been many times I've been talking to my kids, and they're just being kids, but I respond, for instance, like saying, "Ugh, you're getting on my nerves." How do you think that makes them feel? You know, not realizing what I had said until it was too late and the damage had already been done. How do you take that back? You've already said it. And the look on their face, you can't wipe away. I have made my children cry because of the way I have spoke to them. Most of the time, if we don't think before we speak, and we end up hurting the other person. Or saying it in a way that we don't mean it, because we haven't thought first. What happens is the way we speak to our children or others around us, they begin to speak what they hear. They begin to speak the way that we're speaking to them. They don't think it's harsh because it's what's being said to them. If we show gentleness and meekness towards our children, that is what will rub off on them. If we are showing harshness and anger toward them, how do we expect them to act if they're in the same situation we are in? We have to show them the right way. If they aren't shown, how are they supposed to know? My mom used to use an expression, monkey see, monkey do. I just thought she was calling us monkeys at the time. Come to find out, it meant that what we're doing, other people are seeing, and they're going to do it too, right or wrong. I didn't know that till now. Thanks, Mom. We need to think before we speak or react. Take a moment and say a prayer and then respond. Let it be the words from God, as He is the ultimate Father, the Almighty Abba. So verse 2, the tongue of the wise commends knowledge, but the mouth of the fool gushes foully. Have you ever sat down and listened to an elder? They really do know what they're talking about. They have so much knowledge and wisdom. I think about my grandmother whenever I read this. I think about the stories that she told, the things that she said to me growing up. She was so wise from her experiences, and she always put her trust in God. She always went to Him first throughout her whole life. She made it easy. She made it seem easy, and she made it through the Great Depression where they didn't have television or cell phones or internet to give them the knowledge. They had to look to the Lord. And she made it through without all of that stuff. We are letting television and some music teach our children what it's supposed to be like. Well, they're not wise in what they're saying. They're just trying to make $1.
Amen.
They just want that extra money. We don't care what we're teaching the kids. We don't care what we're saying or what they're learning. We need to be the ones teaching the kids. We need to be the ones showing them what is right and wrong. And when we lash out at them and we hurt them, that's not showing them anything but hurt and anger. They're going to turn away from us. They're going to go to other people to find that, whether it's right or wrong. Don't let your words just spill out. They are not wise in what we are saying when we don't. We sound like fools when we let our mouths overtake us. We're not listening to God and doing what is right. We need to open our ears and our eyes to the wise and the knowledgeable, but close our mouth when we are not speaking from the heart, being led by the Spirit of the Lord. Part 3. Verse 3, the eyes of the Lord are everywhere, keeping watch on the wicked and the good. No matter what we are doing or going through, the Lord is always by our side. He's always there. If we are being good and using the knowledge we have been given, or if we are using harsh words toward others, He is still watching. It doesn't matter. He is everywhere, so you cannot hide. Doesn't matter where you are, you cannot hide from the Lord. He sees everything. So we need to be mindful of the way we are acting, because again, God is always watching. Happy Mother's Day.
Amen.